Okay, so done. Let me start this session with the introduction. Wishing everyone a very good morning. This is Rayansh, and I welcome you to the VC of English Learners. Today we are trying something different, and I was not aware literally, but it's fine. Um, there should be something different every day. We should try, and so we are having this newspaper reading session at the vocab channel, which is associated with English Learners Group. So today, why there is something different because we are having this session at different place, and today is session number 1000. Okay, so can you believe this is what consistency means? And I can proudly say that I was a proud participant of session number 1, and now again I'm a proud participant of session number 1000 as well. So that is it. Thank you so much once again. Let's start this session without any further delay. So, is there anybody, Mr. Anonymous or Mr. Sri, who would like to read an article? Any one of you? If anyone is willing to read an article, just visit our website and yeah, kindly jot down your name over there. Okay, I will be breaking the coconuts with myself and I will be reading article number 10. Yeah. Okay, so let me start. Oh my God. I hope I'm audible right now.
Yes, it is completely audible. All the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. So, privacy transparency. There must be no information asymmetry between state and citizens. On Monday, the Supreme Court of India left a series of petitions challenging the amendment to Section 81J of the Right to Information (RTI) Act by Section 44(3) of the Digital Personal Data Protection (DPDP) Act 2023 to a constitution bench. Recognizing its constitutional sensitivity, the Chief Justice of India even remarked that the court might have to lay down what is meant by personal information. The RTI Act 2005 was enacted to create an informed citizenry and ensure state accountability, which is vital for a democracy. Over 2 decades later, the DPDP Act has delivered a body blow by diluting one of its foundational sections. Section 81J originally allowed the withholding of person information only if it had no relationship to any public activity or interest, or if its disclosure resulted in unwarranted invasion of privacy. Crucially, the section included a public interest override as an integral feature of the 2005 Act, permitting disclosure if a public information officer was satisfied that the larger public interest justified it. The DPDP amendment removes this override and prohibits the disclosure of any information which relates to personal information, amounting to a blanket ban. This enables rejecting requests concerning officials' procurement records, adult reports, audit reports, or public spending in its campaign. For the RTI, the Net Freedom Foundation has highlighted a legitimate uses paradox here. While Section 7 of the DPDP allows the state to process personal data without consent, the RTI amendment prevents citizens from using similar principle to seek transparency from the state. Thus, while the government can monitor the citizen is denied the ability to scrutinize the government. This amendment also creates a severe chilling effect on the press, as argued in one of the writ petitions by the Reporters Collective journalists, could be classified as data fiduciaries. Under the DPDP Act, and its rule when collecting information for investigative reports. Non-compliance with the act can attract fines up to 250 crore. Such a legal framework threatens reducing journalism to just publishing government releases. It is ironic that the DPDP Act provides exemptions to startups but omits similar protections for journalism. This is this is in sharp contrast with the European Union General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR), which balances privacy and transparency to ensure accountability. The Constitution Bench must refer to the judgment Central Public Information Officer 2019, which held that personal information should remain private unless disclosure, disclosure is necessary for the larger public interest. It is known that the RTI has significantly reduced state citizens. This includes the poor information asymmetry over 2 decades. Ensuring its survival is essential for a responsive government. Yep, I'm done with my reading. So, actually, this editorial is firstly brought to us from the Hindu newspaper, and the editorial is all about the RTI Act, which was passed in 2005. Okay, so many things are there. Like, what exactly happened? Let me tell you. So, on Monday, the SCI, I mean to say Supreme Court of India, they referred something, I mean, which is known as the series of petitions, which somewhere challenge, so many amendments to the Section 81J of the Right to Information Act, and how by the Section 44, Subclause 3 of the Digital Personal Data Protection (DPDP) Act, which was passed in 2023. Okay, so this entire Data Protection Act was passed to a constitutional bench. All right. So, I mean, why? Because of its constitutional sensitivity. But the Chief Justice of India, they have told something about that everyone have to lay down that what first of all, what we will have to know that what personal information means. Okay, what would be the exact definition? All right. So somewhere there are so many things are into the picture, and yeah, uh, like. If I talk about its similar rules and regulations, so this act is known to be very much similar to the GDPR Act from the European Union. So yeah, this is what I got from this article. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done with
Okay,
my participation.
yes. Thank you so much for participating. So it was wonderful sharing. You read this article so confidently and explain in detail. So thank you so much. It is really knowledgeable and so thoughtful presentation. So yeah. Thank you so much once again. I have no points for this article because we already covered a lot. So who is next?
Oh, ma'am, good morning.
Good morning, Manu.
So,
Would you
ma'am,
like
I
to
like to
take over?
participate. Yes, ma'am, I share my name. Uh, can I take word?
Yes, yes. You added your name?
Yes, ma'am, I done. Or Siddhi, ma'am, I don't know she is here or not. She's done first, then I done also. No, it's like,
Okay. Hello, Siddhi. Good morning, Siddhi.
Good. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Siddhi. Are you ready with your article?
Yeah.
So, what is your article number? Hello. Hello, Siddhi. Please confirm me.
I think ma'am she is facing echo problem. So let's go now. The first article I choose. Can I
Okay,
go, ma'am?
just wait. Just few seconds. Just wait.
Ma'am, should I start?
Okay, Mahir. You can continue. All the best. What is your article
Yeah,
number?
the first article, ma'am.
First.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me try. My phone. The Indian Express, founded by Ramanand, died because truth in bills as PM positions as AI alternative bridge the world of artificial intelligence is defined by the touch
Your voice is breaking,
across
Mahir.
my goodness.
Please try to rejoin.
I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, Siddhi. But Mahir, we started already.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, ma'am. Carry on with them.
Yes. But his voice is breaking. Just wait.
And
Mahir, you are not audible. Your
when
voice is cracking.
that will be fast. You can go with the thing. Go another and go. So,
Mahir, please try to rejoin. Your voice is breaking.
oh,
It is not fine.
both
Please, sorry, Mahir. You are facing network a lot. So please mute yourself. So Siddhi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. So you can continue with an article. Please share
Yeah.
your
My
article number.
article number. Yeah, 3.
Article number 3.
Yes.
Okay. All the best.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Delhi Dhaka need to be a strategy. Bangladesh recently election delivered decisive shift in power, with
which
Bangladesh
article number? Which article number? Article
3,
number?
3.
Article number 3. Third one.
Okay. Shift in power with Bangladesh Nationality Party, winning more than two-thirds of the 300 directly elected seats in parliament. This outcome could not only reshape domestic politics but also hopefully set the stage for a re- re- recalibration of relations with New Delhi. Well, New Delhi enjoyed a close relationship with the Awami League's ties with Dhaka have significantly soured since Sheikh Hasina outburst. New leadership consolidated its authority with Dhaka to find continuity and more by negotiations bilateral and national India-Bangladesh relations have already shown of the wings under the BNV leadership. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Tariq Rahman, expressed hope relation and his family to visit India. Rahman signaled to desire for uh, mature respect relations willingness to address continuous issues such as taster water sharing and contract contrarism cooperation. BNV General Secretary Mirza Fakhrul Islam added that Hasina presence in India will not deter Bangladesh from crossing its border it ties with India. A pragmatic and positive stance, despite lingering mistakes, both countries are not at a critical juncture, each grappling with its own challenges, must move towards new solution, ovation over the past or attempting to repose old approaches will not suffice. Several long-lasting problems, however, remain. Water sharing draws 24 hours and water tensions continues to inflame emotion. A lack of credibility, particularly when uses domestic points, only depends mistrust equation of minority precuation for their complexion.
You are not audible, Siddhi. Hello. Hello, Siddhi. Please try to rejoin. Hello.
Now, ma'am, now it's fine.
Now it is fine. Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Uh, area defined by the unholistic pursuit of national interest, Nagaveras, India, and Bangladesh must recognize it is in their mutual interest to maintain good relations will independently build ties with other nations. Given their geography, including a solid 4,000 kilometer border trade could thrive under the right policies. Low cost land routes and integrated supply Chinese could benefit both, potentially surviving as a stabilizing factor in relation and acting as the main bridge for building trust. Modi
Gila ka ang wala?
captured this predicament.
तुम प्रेस करें कपड़े? हेलो हेलो सिद्धि सिद्धि you are not audible.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm audible. Chitra
Yes,
ma'am,
yes.
sorry for that. By mistake, I muted you. Sorry for that, ma'am.
Okay, okay. No worries. Please continue.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Uh, Routes and integrated supply channel could benefit both, potentially surviving as the establishing factor in relation and acting as the main bridge for building trust. Modi captures this pragma- pragmatism, starting the strong conversations between our respective diplomatic priorities survives as a guiding principle for our future cooperation. Whether this can be translated into action remains be seen in an um, area defined by media sensationalism that often thrives on creating controversy. The BNV leadership, for its part, must recognize that all um, allegations of cross-border ensuring and the 2004 Chattogram arms during its previous intensive 2001-2006 will remain a concern for New Delhi. Addressing this issue carefully and appropriately will be crucial. As Rahman, Bangladesh's first approach will require signaling to New Delhi that Dhaka is willing to respect Indian national interests, provided that its own interests are not jeopardized. Ultimately, Dhaka will also need New Delhi cooperation ensure regional stability and security, and vice versa. Well, relation between the two countries need to be more transactional going forward. One cannot completely erase history from the equation. This applies to how Pakistan fits into all this. Following Hasina, outer Bangladesh has sought to rebuild ties with Pakistan, a realistic move, especially since Hasina had previously used the Pakistan issue largely rhetorically to callings to power. Yet historical factor remain, meaning that if India plays its card right, it's a need to be Bangladesh growing too close to Pakistan. There is simply too much his historical baggage for that happen. That said, neither Dhaka nor New Delhi should expect too much too quickly. Both sides face the challenge of navigating big power rivals in rapidly shifting world. A world it's a different way. However, if there is at least avoid worsening relation through unnecessary provocation and hostile rhetoric, there is very reason for ties to gradually empower and mistreated to subside for now. Serving national interests should be the priority that would make a significant step forward, not only in improving bilateral relations but also in demonstrating the kind of geopolitical monetary from which both sides could benefit in the long run. So I have done my editing part, and now I try to summarize in this article. So this article is talk about recently election Bangladesh. There is a winner BNB, more 300 seats in parliament. So directly 300 seats in parliament. So there is mentioned India and Bangladesh relationship and bordership and everything. There is a mention, and Indian Prime Minister is congratulated for winning as Bangladesh BNB party, and there is mention name, and yeah, all I have done. If anyone add some point, so you can add. Thank you, Chitra ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Siddhi. So, yeah, so you read this article so confidently. Yeah, in between you faced some network issue, but you covered beautifully. So thank you so much for that. And today you tried well about your explanation part. Means you pick out some points. So it is really important thing for you for your side. So thank you so much for participating. So keep practicing and keep joining regularly with your explanation. And try to add some more points next time. So it is so short. So
I
next time
can try.
please, yes, definitely. So anybody wants to add something? So please go ahead. Faribi, Mahir, Shri.
Nothing from
Okay.
my side.
So,
Nothing from my side. According this article.
okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. So who is next? Mahir, you have good network. Please check your network and go ahead.
It's not.
No. It is not fine.
It's
Sorry, Mahir.
so.
No, your voice
Hello.
is breaking. Yes, anonymous.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Would you like to take part in this session?
Yes, ma'am. I want to read only because I don't know how to speak fluently.
Yes, but after reading, you should summarize in short.
I will try.
Okay,
Article
so
number.
no, you added your name on the website.
No, ma'am.
Okay, just a minute. Hello, Faridi.
Oh,
You added your name on the
Good
website.
morning.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay. So, Anamos, please wait because I will take those person who added
okay,
their
ma'am.
name on the website. Okay, after that you can. I will call
Okay,
you.
okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. So, yeah, Faribi, now you can go. All the best.
Okay, ma'am, let me choose my article. Okay. I would like to read article number 6.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. SC slams unchecked freebies, questions appeasement. Top court says states must prioritize welfare and development over largely asks if they have a tested mechanism to distribute welfare effectively to those who actually need a helping hand. The Supreme Court on Thursday chastised state governments for distributing freebies indiscriminately without even distinguishing between the haves and the have-nots, questioning whether they are following an appeasement policy without a thought for the public exchequer ahead of elections. Chief Justice of India Suryakant, heading a three-judge bench, said states, even those that are revenue surplus, must prioritize welfare and development over irrational largesse. Despite running on deficit, the Chief Justice said states seem to still have money to randomly splurge on largesse. The court asked whether states had a tested mechanism to distribute welfare effectively to those who actually need a helping hand. Is it not your obligation to spend money to develop infrastructure, roads, hospitals, school, colleges? Instead, you keep giving scooties, you distribute clothes, food at the time of election. What is happening in this country? The Chief Justice asked. The court said Lazzi was distributed in such a way that the most affluent get them first. It is understandable that some people cannot afford the state has to provide. There are children who cannot afford education. You must provide. It is their fundamental right. There are many bright children who cannot afford higher education. It is the state's duty to extend a helping hand to them. That is welcome, but for people who do not deserve, those who are affluent, why give them freebies? Why do freebies come to their pockets first? It is it not high time for the states to re- revisit these policies? Chief Justice Suryakant asked. The bench, including Justice Joymala Bakshi and Rupul M. Pancholi, was hearing a writ petition filed by Tamil Nadu Power Distribution Corporation Limited (TNPDCL), represented by senior advocates Gopal Subramaniam and P. Wilson, challenging the constitutional validity of Rule 23 of the Electricity Amendment Act 2024. Mr. Subramaniam said the gap in revenue from electricity and expenditure has expanded over the years. In Tamil Nadu, the gap has touched 50,000 odd crore annually, which the government was absorbing. The senior counsel said Rule 23 would financially stretch the state government to such an extent that it would have to pass on the tariff burden to the consumers. The rule, if implemented, would result in an exponential tariff shock, adversely affecting electricity consumers and placing an unsustainable burden on the public exchequer. The TNPDCL petition submitted, the Chief Justice asked why the state policy did not allow the government to generate profits from the power sectors by making the affluent sections pay for the electricity they consume. Surikant said, "It is not our obligation to spend money to develop infrastructure, road, hospitals, school, medical colleges. Instead, you keep giving scooties, you distribute clothes, food at the time of election. What is happening in this country?" So, I have done with my article and I am going to summarize this. Our Chief Justice of India, Mr. Surikant, said in the Thursday in the after hearing a case between the Electricity Power Distribution Corporation Limited, Tamil Nadu (TNPDCL). Okay, they filed a rate against the government of Tamil Nadu because the gap between the expenditure and the revenue is difference between 50,000 crore, which is because the that state government providing freebies like the free electricity and the free powers to the public, and they are not earning good. So if they were providing the freebies as a electricity, say the power plants and the power energy will be decreasing day by day, and it will be cost higher to it will they will higher the cost of their electricity. So the persons mostly who are not paying for the electricity, they are happy, but the person who's on middle class who are paying at the high rates of the electricity because for the freebies, and they are and the revenue is not the government is not earning, except that they are providing the freebies. It is not for good for this country. That's why he said what is happening in this country. They are not spending on the road infrastructure, hospitals, medical college. Instead of they are giving the scooties as a pink scooties as a 10 kilo chawal, 10 kilo rice and other things. Okay, and directly benefits 5,000 as a Ladli Behna, as a Mai Behan Yojana. And also the Tamil Nadu government is planning for directly benefits to the persons of that state to 5,000. And that's why the opposition parties of the Tamil Nadu are opposing this. So that's why it is the freebies are increasing day by day in our country. That's why it is not good for our the infrastructure and for our GDP, because the states are in the deficit, and the what it called the inflation are high in that such states, but except that they are providing freebies, so it is not good for the future, because that is we are buying voters to give them the freebies. If any government is power in that state, they are providing this. So this is the not good for the constitution as well. So that's why he said, and also we see that the mechanism is not working, that we are not providing. If a student is wants to education is a higher education, and for the universities education, we all see that how our education system works. If that social media is not properly working in India, we are not like educate well. We are learning from the online as a village, as well as in villages, as well as in big cities, because they are providing thanks for the teachers, they are providing to the low cost education, because we all know some of the people who are never gone to the schools also, they are only learning from the homes by online. So that is concerning thing, that we are not building infrastructure in the colleges and the schools, and not as and also not provide the colleges are not providing internship and entrepreneurship and the environment in the colleges. So that is all from my side for this article. So I have done with my summarizing part also. Chitra ma'am, are you there?
Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Faribi. So this article is really important article, and it is a real fact. You can see in our society and means whole our nation. Whenever say election will come going on, so they always use these strategies to the achieving, but it is not a good thing. And yeah, and you already mentioned lots of things in detail. So thank you so much for this. So yeah, so I have no more extra points, and your reading part is really fabulous as usual. So thank you so much for participating.
And thank you, ma'am. And I want to add some more points besides
Okay.
this article. That we all see in the our what is happening in our universities, as we see in the Orion 350 crore project, which is buying from the China, and the some of the universities are making false narrative, and they spread all over the world, and we see that how it is for what we said Bejati for in the as a AI summit of that. And we all see how the other countries like France, UK, and the American countries are giving chance to us that we can learn there because they are providing good education there. Except that we are providing the I think 40 lakh, 30 lakhs students, engineers in per year as in 5 years, but we are lack of that 5% engineers in the world who are innovative. So this is we have to think about that, and we have to that, and we are the one that we can change this by opposing this. So this is all from my side, which I want to extra.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, so this point is really extraordinary point. So thank you so much, Faridi, for adding more points.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So we have Anonymous.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody here who added your name? Otherwise, Anonymous, you can proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is your article number?
Yes, ma'am. Article number 4.
Okay. So other people, please listen carefully. Article number 4 is going on.
India and
Okay,
BNP
Anonymous.
are off a new start. Off to a new start. The result of Bangladesh election are an emphatic signal of people's desire to see the end of unpopular interim government, one that was largely influenced by Jamaat-e-Islami. The JEI is a pro-Pakistani Islamist group infamous for its historical role in opposing the creation of Bangladesh and collaborating with the Pakistan Army during the 1971 War of Liberation. With the swearing in of Tariq Rahman as a new Prime Minister of Bangladesh and hand-picked cabinet, the Bangladesh National Party BNP has bring about change in Dhaka. It will be Rahman's first time in public office. Most cabinet member and advisor are known faces. The foreign minister is an unexpected choice. He is not a member of parliament or from the BNP. A speculation is rife about his inclusion, and many see him as a nominee of Muhammad Yunus, in which government he was the National Security Advisor. Both the Jamaat-e-Islami and National Citizen Party (NCP) have criticized this choice. Both the US and Pakistan were keen to oust Sheikh Hasina because of their respective national interest. After her departure, the JEI, Jamaat-e-Islami, and other Islamists went on a campaign to unleash violent attack on Awami League supporters, including former minister, journalist, civil society activist, and anyone seen to be a secular and anti-Islamist. Yunus is Nobel Peace Prize laureate and widely seen as US-backed figure, has left behind a contested legacy of joining hand with Jamaat-e-Islami and some students leader before the election, turning a blind eye as the Jamaat-e-Islami and its allies went on rampage. Bangladesh has a golden opportunity to embark on a new political journey. After the traumatic experience of the last 18 months under the ad hoc interim government, its departure was marked by mob violence, brutal persecution of opponent, countrywide destruction of landmark monuments of the Liberation War, including the museum and house of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, large-scale release of imprisoned criminals and extremists, economic decline, and attacks on Hindus and other minorities. The country's debt burden also swelled rapidly under the Yunus regime. India and BNP appear to have cast aside past bitterness. This new understanding led by outreach by New Delhi to the BNP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi sent External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar as his imagery to condole the passing away of Rahman's mother, former Bangladesh Prime Minister Khalida Zia. Before the election, the congratulatory message by Prime Minister Modi invites PM Rahman to visit India. The participation of Lok Sabha Speaker in the swearing-in ceremony and courtesy meeting between the JEI leader and India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri further reinforced India's message to engage positively with Dhaka. New Delhi hopes to recalibrate its ties with Dhaka and bring the relationship back on track. This recalibration can only be incremental, as the BNP government will have no navigate various forces that are pursuing their diverse agenda. What has strengthened the BNP hands to the two-third majority in parliament? The JEI alliance will have to reconcile themselves to their defeat and function as a responsible democratic opposition. The National Citizens Party failed to get any traction after choosing to ally all the JEI. They have also been rejected by voters who have opted for mainstream party, rejecting Islamist and leader lacking in governance experience. India's neighborhood first emphasized in its foreign policy marked Bangladesh as an important pillar with the longest common border and shared civilizational heritage. India's geography with Bangladesh creates its on a strategic compulsion of security and connectivity in the former eastern region and beyond into our Southeast Asia. Another neighbor, Myanmar too, is the transitional both. Both Myanmar and Bangladesh and Myanmar are vital to India's security and connectivity interest. Particularly, New Delhi Act East policy statement by PM Rahman and senior BNP leaders signals that improvement in bilateral ties will not be held hostage to issue of the Sheikh Hasina extradition. These signals are encouraging. That's it.
You complete your reading part?
Yes, ma'am.
Complete your reading part? Hello, Anonymous.
Yes, ma'am.
You complete your reading part? It is done?
Yes.
So please try to summarize in short what you understand from this article.
This article tell about India and Bangladesh relationships improve after the BNP comes in the regime after the interim government of Bangladesh ousted by Sheikh Hasina after the oust and relationship improvement to the new party BNP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi invitation to the new Prime Minister of Bangladesh BNP, Tariq Rahman, to visit India, and that's it. I don't know how to speak fluently.
So very good, Anonymous. You tried well. And you read this article so confidently, clearly. Means I didn't find any mispronounced word.
This is my first
Everything
time,
is
ma'am.
good. Yes, but your pace and your calmness while reading, it was really great. So next time, just try to pick out some more points for explanations. Okay. Otherwise, you did really great job. So thank you so much for participating. So anybody wants
you,
to add
ma'am.
something? So please, yes, please go ahead. Faribi, you
Yes,
want
I
to add
want to
something?
add. Yes, I want to add something points. In the last, because we already have reading these articles from a long time for a week. This is the same page we are reading. But the last part, what the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Tariq Rahman, said uh, in his statements that I am from the all of the Bangladeshis persons who are not voted for him or who are not take a part as vote and who are vote for him. And also they are engaging with the we are now engaging with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh that we should focus on the east policies, that we can make a road to the by road to the Myanmar, and we build a train by the also we have planning to railway connectivity to connect to the Tripura to the West Bengal by the Bangladesh, and we should we can export our vegetables from Bihar and the Uttar Pradesh. We are vesting. I am from the eastern part of the Uttar Pradesh and nearby the Bihar, so we have produced much more vegetables, and their vegetables are selling as per in the seasons. They are selling 2 kg, 2 kilo per kg, and like sometimes we are not we are giving free for this, and we give them to animals too, but we export that vegetables through that project. because we are planning for that. It will be boost to our GDP if we will connect to Thailand by the road and by the railway network. We can export to our vegetables to that countries where vegetables are not growing that much as they are, and they love to eat that vegetables, because we all know the foods are not good as much as we are eating in our country, in those countries, in the Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, and other in the Indonesia. So it is good for us to export our products in there. So we will boost our exporting as well as our the farmers from the Bihar and the eastern part of the Uttar Pradesh and the Odisha and the West Bengals. They will export their vegetables to that country. So it directly benefits our the farmers, and it will be boost for them, because if we will export as a 30 rupees per kg and 40 rupees per kg for that. And right now we are saying at 5 rupees per kg and 2 rupees per kg. So that is good for our, if we are maintaining relationship with Bangladesh, and we will focus on the East Act policy. So that is all from my side for the last part of this article.
Wow, great. Yeah, so thank you so much for adding more points in this article. It is really fabulous presentation. Okay, so thank you so much once again, Faridi. So anybody here who like to take part in this session? Utkarsh ma'am, Enemy, AK, AC. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I would go I would like to read the article. Like, is there any article left?
Yes, just wait. I'm checking. Yeah, number 5, number 7, number 8, 9 also
Okay,
left. All these are left. Yeah.
okay, okay. Number 7, I would like to read. So, first of all, very good morning, Chitra Ma'am and everyone. Hello, am I
Good
audible?
morning, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Please, all the best. Continue.
Okay. In Manipur, justice remains elusive even after death. The harrowing story of an 18-year-old woman who was deprived of a future. In 2023, during the peak of the ethnic conflict in Manipur, I visited a government school in Kangpokpi, where classrooms had been turned into a shelter for displaced people. An 18-year-old woman sat on the floor. Her hands were marked with bruises from the 4 drips, as well as from injuries she had sustained when members of Arambai Tengol, a radical Methi group, allegedly abducted her from Imphal and drove her to Wangkhei Ayangpeli. In that Methi-dominated area, she was assaulted and raped for hours. When I sat down to speak with her, I carried the same questions in my notepad as every other reporter who had come to interview her. When she spoke to me, her voice was not louder than a whisper. I could not muster the courage to look into her eyes, while the job of a reporter in such a situation is to write about the human cost of the conflict. The guilt of asking people to relieve their ordeal weighed heavily on me. That evening, when I returned to my hotel in Churachandpur, I barely had an appetite. Over the next couple of days, though I spoke to many women who had gone through similar ordeals, I struggled to get past the trauma of the 18-year-old woman. I left Manipur after a couple of weeks, the image of her frail body against the blazing sun imprinted in my mind. Over the next 2 years, though I would call her family intermittently to check on her health, I barely got the chance to talk to the woman again. Her younger sister would occasionally answer my calls to say she was doing better. But most months, the woman struggled even to get out of bed, despite knowing that both her physical and mental health had not improved. Her family always sounded hopeful. With time, I moved on to other stories. In January this year, when I was sitting with friends in Delhi, I saw a news flash that said one of the women who had been raped and assaulted during the first 2023 ethnic class in Manipur had succumbed to her injuries. I tried to identify her. Over the next few hours, the internet was full of articles about this tragedy. I kept hoping that my unanswered calls to her family did not necessarily mean that the news was right. A day later, her father picked up my call to convey the message. Sitting in front of my laptop that day, I felt numb. Did, did our reports even matter? I wondered. What came of them? A young woman had succumbed to her injuries while endlessly awaiting justice. Even as more and more stories of violence and classes kept coming in from the state. In the past, whenever her father had asked me when the women would receive justice, I never had an answer. So sometimes I would tell him that the authorities would identify the rapist soon. At other, I would just listen to his angry outburst. Despite several promises of fast tracking all the cases of rape that took in Manipur in 2023, the Central Bureau of Investigation is yet to arrest a single person or file a charge sheet in her matter. Meanwhile, the Home Ministry continues to paint a picture of normalcy in the state. Days after I learned that she had died, I stood outside the Kartavya Path in Delhi, speaking to groups from various states who had performed at the Republic Day parade. I met a young woman from Manipur. She was also 18 and had just started college. As she guessed about the opportunity she had received to perform in front of the Prime Minister and foreign dignitaries. She reminisced about the past, when her days were not marred by the violence. When she spoke about her hope for a peaceful future in her town, I struggled not to think about the 18-year-old woman I had met in 2023, who had been deprived of a future. Facing the college-going Manipuri dancer, I wished her fervently that her dreams would come true. Yeah, I'm done with the reading part. Now I'm going to summarize this article. Okay, sorry for the background noise. Okay, now I'm going to summarize it. So basically, this article is talking about the talking about the Manipur conflict that happened in it began on May 3, 2023. It was it was ethnic clash between two communities. It was between Methi and Kuki Jo community. So what happened? Uh, this article is talking about like how the 18-year-old women faced exploitation, or she has been raped for hours, and her what was her pain, and like the author of this article, Alisha Datta, she interviewed her, and she felt that emotions or feelings that she was suffering from, and her it was like when she was interviewing her, she was not talking in a loud voice, like she was her voice was like she was whispering, although it was not clear. Her pain can be seen in that interview itself. So like what happened, like in 2023, when this class was at the peak between two ethnic groups, so uh, so Alisha Datta, she visited government school in Kangpokpi, and where that place was converted into shelter for displaced people, and because that conflict was already very huge and people were fighting between two communities, that is Kuki and that Methi community. So she visited that shelter and she found she met their 18-year-old woman who is from the Kuki Jo community, and she interviewed her, and when she got to know, okay, she gone through this sufferings. So she was even when she returned back to her hotel, she was not able to sleep because that was too painful and very uh, tragic moment for her. So like what happened with that girl, like that time she was going for some money, like she was withdrawing money from the ATM, and that 18-year-old girl, she was just like assaulted from that area, uh, which was Methi dominated area. She was there. So what happened, like they took that girl and just kidnapped, we can say they kidnapped that Kuki Jo community girl, because she was in Methi dominated area. And so 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 what happened, even after lots of time passed, over 2 years has been passed, and she is okay, she is not able to connect with family itself. And also and many cases also happened at that places, like in January 2026, uh, uh, it was reported that one of the women, in early 2023 classes, she was also injured due to these things. So like lots of cases happened due to this conflict. And like in if we talk about CBI, what happened, like they are also trying to portray like everything is normal in the state, but it is not. Violence and exploitation with the women still persist over there. So ultimately, the thing is, due to this conflict, lots of broader issues of sexual violence and like exploitation with the women come into existence. So government need to work upon it, and this thing should not be happen as the 18-year-old girl faced. Yeah, this was all about the article, what I have understood. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity and listening to me carefully. Thank you so much, Chitra ma'am, and everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Utkarsh ma'am. So it was really wonderful sharing, participation. Yeah, this article is really sensible article, and it is happening randomly. But if you conscious about it and try to use our rights uh, on the proper time in a proper place, so it is feasible. After, if you waste our time and works up ourselves in that situation, so it will become lots of rampages, and it is a so complex thing for ourselves. So yeah, so this article is really a, petrified article, and the author, he explained with help of the story. He make the story and mention the story in this article. So thank you so much for participation. Yeah. So anybody wants to add something? So please go ahead. Okay, no one. So thank you so much. Yeah. So anybody here who like to take part in this session? Yes, enemy ma'am.
Yes,
AK. Okay. Okay. Yes.
I would like to go with article number first.
Okay, ma'am. All the best.
Let me find it. Okay. PM positions India as AI alternative bridge. The world of artificial intelligence is dominated by big tech across each layer of the AI ecosystem, from semiconductor to data center and large language models. Silicon Valley holds a commanding lead. The manner in which this tech is being shaped and developed has raised unfor- uncomfortable questions. Some have called it digital colonialisms, and compelling arguments are being made for developing alternative pathway. The India AI Impact Summit has framed this squeezed power structure. Against this backdrop, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his speech at the summit, has offered an alternative vision on that does not look upon AI as a strategic assist or consider technology as confidential. Instead, this framework centers around open core and shared development. This vision can move the AI discourse forward. The power of the young population and large market in the world's largest democracy will undoubtedly play a big role in shaping new technologies, while the US is pushing countries, including India, to build their AI solutions on top of America's AI stack. India is also trying to develop a re- resilient domestic AI ecosystem. This extends from chip making to building AI models. Alongside, India is entering into partnership with key global players in the ecosystem, each such as Google and Microsoft, which will lead to the transfer of both tech and capital. The right combination of policies along with risk capital, human resources, and physical infrastructure can help create a conductive ecosystem. This could not only provide viable alternative to big tech, but may also be necessary considering that the use cases for AI in India will in part require local development. AI solutions that are affordable and scalable, the Prime Minister underlined, can be exported to countries around the world, serving a global need. Any AI model that succeeds in India can be developed globally, said PM Modi. But for India to be a player at the AI high table, the constraint, uh, constraints that hold back not only the development of a vibrant AI ecosystem in the country, but also the wider economy will need to be tackled head on. Whether this means comforting the bureaucratic and administrative hurdles that hobble internship and risk-taking, or the education skill defect that renders me unemployable, or the inefficient power distribution systems across large part of the country. The challenge, as before, is to address the long-standing structural defects. If it does so in an
You are not audible, ma'am. Hello, enemy ma'am. You are not audible. Please try to rejoin. Hello.
Yes, Chitra ma'am, you are audible. See, I guess she left. She will
He is
join.
not there. Oh my God. The article is incomplete. Maybe.
Yes, it is incomplete. I guess she will join.
Okay.
So, like, why today it's happening on this channel?
Ma'am, I don't know about it. Yes, you can ask Leo Patrick or Riyansh. They
Okay.
know about it. I am aware about it. Mhm.
I was also like, oh, it's not started yet. Then I saw it's started a vocabulary channel.
Yes, yes. Okay. So shall we wait to anime ma'am? No, she is there. Siddhi, please unmute to anime ma'am. Hello, Siddhi. Are you there? Hello, Siddhi. Oh my God. Actually, I am not
I'm here.
admin of this channel. Please unmute enemy.
I'm also not admin here. Okay, see,
Yes,
unmute.
Now it's fine.
I am also. Yes, it is
Now it's
fine.
fine.
Please, ma'am. Hmm. Yes, enemy ma'am, please complete your article.
With my reading part.
You complete your reading part.
Yeah, I am done with my reading.
So just please
Just
share.
once more if you didn't heard.
Okay, so please explain this article, ma'am, because
Okay, okay.
I didn't get
The
points
article
yet.
is all about the AI summit which held in India, and our prime minister was there for the speech, and in it the uh, the uh, the all the motive of this summit is to represent India's AI system, or as well as the youth who are too much interested in AI systems. By using that power, how we can develop our country. And because of this AI summit, or many of the countries are not taking are not what we say are are not in the lead, because they don't want to be unemployed, because in America, president, he say he was trying to make other countries to take part in it to develop more to develop the country more, and through which India is also taking part in it, and it was holding in India. And when the PM Modi, PM Prime PM Modi was in his speech, he said that through AI we can help in many ways, on not only in defense but also in many of the sectors, as well as through which he discussed some major issues from which many of the people of the country, they are being unemployed, and AI is taking their positions. So how to overcome with all that, and say, he was discussing this all the stuff with everyone, that how to position on it, and make.
Okay, ma'am, you are not audible. So thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, so this article is really important article, and yeah, so it is really
Sure.
fruitful for youngster. And yes, yes, ma'am, you are not audible. So now it is enough. You explained so well. Am I audible, anyway, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
you are totally audible.
Yes, yes. She is facing network issue. Oh my God, Siddhi also. She's also facing network issue. Okay, no problem. So thank you so much for participating. So this article is really important article, and it is really fruitful for youngster and other
Okay,
people
thank you
also.
very much, Chitra, for giving me the time.
Yes, 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 ma'am. Sure. So anybody wants to add something in this article?
Yes, ma'am, I want to add some points in this article.
Hmm.
And am I audible properly?
Yes, Faribi.
Yes.
Please continue.
So, first we think why we are that much focusing on the AI and the AI innovation, because this is a new innovation in the market, which many countries are participating in this, because for a Google and the Microsoft, which are one is uses in the laptops, one is in our Android mobiles, we cannot build another Google and another Microsoft. But AI is a new technology that we can make, and we there is no right now that is not much competition, and not is nor a dominant for a one company in the AI market. That's why many countries, not only India, the France and the Germany and the many Japanese countries and the other who are wants to a tech giant, they are participating in and they are investing billions of dollars in this AI innovation, because it's a new technology and the future will be helped by the AI. And one more thing, which is right now, AI will replace many jobs that we all see that how it is working right now. So right now, if we see in India, there is a big market for the BPO jobs. There people, there are many people who are working in BPO. It will replace by the AI, because we ask some normal questions to call, at a helpline number, and we ask some similar question, and the person who will give answer to us. But if we make an AI, we will ask them what is that and what is that meaning and what is for that what we should do. They will help you. Right now it's working in our mobile, that what we show, we ask and chat GPT and the others AI partner AI apps. So that why we are working on that, that how can we will manage this world order in the innovation. And that's how, if we see France, why France is helping and investing that much money in India, and the president of the France came to here, because if we see in the France, only two countries, America and the China, have the dominance in the tech centers. because if we see big seven companies are from the USA only, and right now the China company like the DeepSeek and the other companies are producing their tech giants. So that why is important. That's why it's important for us to make an innovation, because if we trying only we will trying to make a app or anything as competition of the Google, they will kill you or they will buy your skill. So that's why it is a it's a gives opportunity to make an app or make a social media which is for the world. So that is why is it's important for the AI right now for us, and that's why government is focusing on that. So this is all from my side for this article.
Yes, thank you so much, Faribi. Yes, so you share the crumbs of this article. So it is really important thing means how what is the importance of AI and about in your future. So we should learn this technical initially, because sometimes if you don't understand, so it will become lots of dimension in our life in while using technology. So knowledge is must, and if you learn more and more things, so it is really fruitful to managing everything. So thank you so much for sharing this article. So yeah.
Chitra ma'am, may I add one point? Like, I'll not take
Yes,
much
ma'am.
time.
Yes, yes. No, you can
Okay.
continue.
So, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so in this article, basically one point is also covered here. As PM Modi in his speech mentioned about, like, India needs to create its own strong AI. That should not be the just copy of America's one. Like every big nations, every developed nation has created their own AIs, and India should also create its own. So how they can create it? So basically, it's mentioned like India can make the cheaper or useful AI solution, as we have seen Sarvam AI model that is solving the problem of transportation, uh, tra- uh, transport related accidents problem. So like it can solve that cheap or useful AI can solve the local problems like local languages or farming related problems, even in health or education sector, it can be useful. And one thing like that's Indian made AI models, that is now in India only. So it can go global as well if the proper implementation or work can be happen in more well way, like if researchers or the people who are constantly working in AI related solutions or software part. So they need to work and can take that thing in on a global platform. Like India can act as a bridge between rich nations and a rich nation which is having advanced technology and better facility, and the poor countries, poor developing countries like global south. So India can act as a bridge between those nations, like because India, we know it's a kind of uh, they made everything in a cheap way. Like we have also seen that satellite that was made, in a budget that was uh, less than a movie budget, Hollywood movie budget. Like so, there is also challenges in India, like some old problems like bureaucracy problem. Like there are lots of paperwork there that need to be rectified, and also government should work on a skilling up the youth, because without a skills or matching with the current scenario, like it's all advanced era, and the technology is coming up day by day, and we are saying like AI is reducing the job opportunities for people. it is why it is so because the government or we people are not skilling ourselves at that level, because if AI is there, they are developing lots of opportunities, so there is need to upgrade our skill, and like we should not rely on traditional work, like repetitive or some traditional works. So there is need to upscaling the youth generation. So that areas need to rectify from government or from our side as well. So yes, this is what I wanted to add. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Utkarsh ma'am. See, it is really extraordinary points for this article. And yeah, so thank you so much for sharing. Yes, so anybody here would
Thank,
like to take part in this session?
thank you so much, Chitra ma'am, for giving chance.
Yes, ma'am. Without sharing, explaining how to understand all these articles, so explaining is must. And you add different points, so it is really knowledgeable and thoughtful. So it is really amazing thing. So please try to join regularly and share your explanation, your knowledge by the articles.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, like Scarlett ma'am is on mute. So Siddhi, you can unmute her. Mute her.
Hello, Scarlett ma'am. Would you
Hello,
like to
hello.
take part in this session?
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
I want to take part.
Okay. So what is your article number?
You can give me any.
Yeah, 3, 2, 9, 8, 5. All these are left.
Okay.
You can choose.
And I'm not getting those article here. Okay, 3 to 9, right? Yeah, I got it. Sorry for that. Okay, B. I'm going to read number 3.
Okay.
Delhi, Dhaka need to be patient, strategic. Bangladesh's recent election delivered a decisive shift in power, with the Bangladesh National National Nationalist Party (BNP) winning more than two-thirds of the 300 directly elected seats in parliament. This outcome could not only reshape domestic politics but also hopefully set the stage for a recalibration of relation with New Delhi. While New Delhi enjoyed a close relationship with the Awami League, ties with Dhaka have significantly soared since Sheikh Hasina's ouster. As the new leadership consolidates its authority, Dhaka Delhi relation will need to enter a phase defined less by continuity and more by negotiation, balance, clear articulation, and respect for national interest. India Bangladesh relations have already shown sign of thawing under the BNP leadership. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Tariq Rahman, expressed hope for stronger relations, and invited him and his family to visit India. Rahman signaled a desire for mutual respect, a reset, and a willingness to address contentious issues such as distilled water sharing and counter-terrorism cooperation. PNP General Secretary Mirza Farul Islam Alamgir added that Hasina's presence in India will not deter Bangladesh from pursuing its broader ties with India, a pragmatic and positive stance. Despite lingering mistrust, both countries are now at a critical juncture, each grappling with its own challenges, must move toward new solutions, obsessing over the part of attempting to repurpose old approaches will not suffice. Several long-standing problems, however, remain. Water sharing disputes persist across 54 rivers, and border tensions continue to inflame emotions. A lack of cordiality, particularly when used to score cheap domestic political points only depends mistrust. Accusations of minority persecution further complicate relations. Such finger pointing will certainly not improve ties. But with the old global order in flux, both sides have no choice but to pursue recalibration. Emotion driven geopolitics of the past will serve neither country in an era defined by the unapologetic pursuit of national interest. As neighbors, India and Bangladesh must recognize that it is in their mutual interest to maintain good relations while independently building ties with other nations. Given their geography, including a shared 4,000-kilometer border, trade should thrive under the right policies. Low cost land routes and integrated supply chains could benefit both, potentially serving as a stabilizing factor in relation and acting as the main bridge for building trust. Modi captured his pragmatism, stating the strong convergence between our respective developmental priorities shall serve as a guiding principle for our future cooperation. Whether this can be translated into action remains to be seen in an era defined by media uh, sen- sensationalism and often thrives on creating controversy. The BNP leadership, for its part, must recognize that allegations of cross-border insurgency and the 2004 Cetogram arms haul during its previous tenure, 2001 to 2006, will remain a concern for New Delhi. Addressing these issues carefully and appropriately will be crucial, as Rahman's Bangladesh First approach will require signaling to New Delhi that Dhaka is willing to respect India's national interest, provided that its own interests are not jeopardized. Ultimately, Dhaka will also need New Delhi's cooperation to ensure regional stability and security, and vice versa. While relations between the two countries need to be more transactional going forward, one cannot completely erase its history from the equation. This applies to how Pakistan fits into all this. Following Hasina's ouster, Bangladesh has sought to rebuild ties with Pakistan, a realistic move, especially since Hasina had previously used the Pakistan issue, largely rhetorically, to cling to power. Yet historical factors remain, meaning that if India plays its card right, it need not fear Bangladesh growing too close to Pakistan. There is simply too much historical baggage for that to happen. That said, neither Dhaka nor New Delhi should expect too much too quickly. Both sides face the challenges of navigating big power rivalries in a rapidly shifting world, albeit in different ways. However, if they at least avoid worsening relations through unnecessary provocation and holistic rhetoric, there is every reason for ties to gradually improve and mistrust to subside. For now, serving national interests should be the priority. That would mark a significant step forward, not only in improving bilateral relations but also in demonstrating the kind of geopolitical maturity from which both sides could benefit in the long run. I have done with the article.
So please try to summarize in short.
Okay. Uh, this article is about the India and Bangladesh bonding. So the article name is like Delhi Dhaka need to be patient and strategic as well. So what happened recently in Bangladesh? Election occurred, and Bangladesh National Party, which is short form is BNP, win more than two-thirds of the 300 directly elected seats in parliament. That means BNP party win, and there's a probability that because of this outcome, it could not only reshape domestic politics but also, hopefully, um, help to recalibrate the relationship with New Delhi. So we know that last some of some of the months are not good in case of Bangladesh and India's bonding. There are some problems occur in Bangladesh, and because of this reason, the Sheikh Hasina is now residing in Delhi. Uh, mm, because of these things, what happened, since the relationship of India and Bangladesh is quite poor earlier, hence Bangladesh tried to get more closer to Pakistan, which is not a good sign for us, because we know that India and Bangladesh had a good geographical connection. We share 4,000 kilometer of border, and when BNP win, it shows a sign that New Delhi can get a close relation. Mm, I mean, we know that New Delhi had a close relation with the Awami League earlier, and which ties that Dhaka have significantly shows since Sheikh Hasina's ouster. And there's a possibility that Dhaka and Delhi relation will need to enter a phase defined less by continuity and more by negotiation balance and clear articulation and respect for national interest. So India Bangladesh relationships have already shown sign of thawing under the BNP leadership. And our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he stated that the strong convergence between our respective developmental priorities shall serve as a guiding principle for our future cooperation. So, if our future cooperation between Delhi and Dhaka to improve, then there should be respective developmental priorities. So and the author is also trying to say that only that there is a possibility that it will we will have a good bonding soon. And this is all from my side. I think other people can also explain.
Okay, thank you so much, Scarlett. So it was really wonderful sharing, and you already cover lots of points. I think I have no extra points for this article because you already covered so beautifully and gracefully. I really appreciate you. And you read this article so calmly and politely with the proper pauses. So it was good, and
Thank you, Chitra
explanation
ma'am.
is really great. Yes. So thank you so much for participating. So anybody here who like to add something, so please go ahead. Okay, no one. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing and participating once again. So shall we wrap up this session? Anybody here who like to take part? I think no one. Okay,
Chitra
Siddhi.
ma'am, would I?
So yes.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. See, if she wants to take part, it's okay. Like I was adding one point only. That
Yes, Utkarsh ma'am,
although
please go ahead.
okay, although Scarlett ma'am have explained it thoroughly and no point is left, but yeah, one thing I would like to add, uh, Bangladesh got a big win in election that BNC party now come into existence after Sheikh Hasina's party, that was Awami League rule. So initially at that, like it was 15 it was 15 plus years that Awami League rule, that was party of Sheikh Hasina. So that has been ended now, and a new party came into existence that whose like leader and prime minister is Tariq Rahman. So now initially India and Bangladesh ties were very strong, and that time, as we know, like India supported Bangladesh a lot. In case of Sheikh Hasina, we have seen like they protected her at that Genji at the time of Genji protest. So she removed by the student, a student-led uprising, that is Gen Z protest. So that party gone, like it has been removed, and now a new party, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, came into existence. So that the condition is now different. So India needs to be patient, not and they need like India needs to play a smart or a strategic methods right now, because if they rush or expect miracles, something like quick miracles or something happen in uh, like today's or a sudden, so it won't be like that. So the problem is not the problem will not disappear fast, but yeah, India can hope for better things. Yeah, this is what I wanted to add. Thank you.
Wow. So it was really fabulous points, Utkarsh ma'am. Mm, I really appreciate you. You have really knowledge of uh, basically political knowledge. So thank you so much for sharing these wonderful views. Uh,
Thank you,
yes.
Chitra Ma'am.
Okay. Yes, that's my pleasure. So anybody here who like to take part?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, am I audible to you? Hello.
Yes. Mm. Yes, you are audible. Sidhu.
Yes. So, I would like to share something based on this topic.
By the article. Okay. By
Yeah,
this article.
yeah. Like Delhi Dhaka need to be patient and strategic. Why? Why it is telling that? Because from my perspective, India is so keen to look at the uprising in India, uprising in Bangladesh. Because last 1 year, 4 months, it has been a very tense relationship between India and Bangladesh because of radical elements. So from India's perspective, they are so much concerned about national security because of terrorist activities, or like some elements are being proved that in the soil of Bangladesh, some Pakistani people they are training some people to active terrorist activities near the border of Bharat. So that is very much important. That's why now a democratic party or an elected party come to the power. So that's why both country wants to tie the good relationship between Bangladesh and Bharat, because Bangladesh shares three sides of Bharat except Bay of Bengal. So it's very much important. Like Bangladesh will play a good role for national security of Bharat, and as well as counter-terrorism. As as we all know that Bangladesh once upon a time was part of Pakistan. Earlier it was West Pakistan, and Bangladesh was called East Pakistan. So somehow, like mentally, there are some similarity, you know, based on religion. So that mindset is still in Bangladesh, uh, and as we all know that radical elements and some extremist people, they always want to hate India in terms of religion, like Pakistan. So that's why I believe that we both countries have to be very cautious about, mindful of tying good relationship. Otherwise, like the way you people like India deal with Pakistan, so that kind of situation may occur in the future if the relationship will not uh, you know, will normally. So this is something I wanted to share.
Yes, thank you so much, Riddhi. So it is a really means wonderful things. And without synchronization, how can we manage other things? Because collaboration, coordination is must. And if you don't find from our neighborhood, so how can we get lots of things in our future? So collaboration is a must, and yeah, in future it will be happen with other countries like Pakistan, so and other Afghanistans also. So it is really fruitful to managing all these things. But other countries they are always ready to collaborate with us, and yeah, so it is really knowledgeable thing and fruitful for our nation. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, and other thing is that like foreign countries may use the
Mhm.
soil of Bangladesh to to build the influence in the Pacific area like America, China. So they want to use Bangladesh as a shield to pressure India. So that is a a concerning thing. That's why both country needs to be very much patient on based on relation like that has to be improved. Otherwise, there will be lots of elements that may harm the both side people.
Yes, yes. Some other countries also they make target our neighborhood countries, and sometimes they get help. They provide help. Otherwise, they make target. So, but it depends upon the relationship between the other countries and with us. So, otherwise, yeah. And if you create meetings randomly, so it is feasible. Otherwise, there are lots of countries. They always ready to scapegoat and ready to create rampages between the relationships. So be conscious about it. And yeah, so thank you so much once again. So anybody here? Okay, no one. So shall we wrap up this session, Siddhi?
Yeah, you can. Okay, so
Okay,
can I ask the question?
just a minute. I'm concluding this session. After that, you can stop recording. So thank you so much for joining here. So so this session is really wonderful session, and you join here and read article and explain so well, and also add your oven views and helicopter views, all these things by these articles. So it is really fruitful and thoughtful for us. So keep joining and keep shining regularly. So thank you so much once again. Have a nice day. Bye.